guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this London derby watch along. Arsenal hosting Crystal Palace. It's a crucial game for the Gunners. Crucial, absolutely crucial, given how they have fared in their last few games, and so it's going to be crucial, and Arsenal are certainly not going to make things, and Crystal Palace aren't going to make it easy for Arsenal. So, without any further ado, let's just get the team news in. Just a minute, and we shall be ready. Just a minute. So here's the team news. Arsenal, the home team, David Raya in goal, Ben White at right back, William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes at centre half. Alexander Zinchenko, formerly of Manchester City, comes back in. He's been a bit of out of sorts lately with his defensive work, and the midfield three of Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard, the captain, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard are the front three for the Arsenal. And as for Crystal Palace, Dean Henderson, formerly of Manchester United, starts in goal. Nathaniel Klein, Joachim Anderson, Mark Gahey and Tyreek Mitchell are the four defenders. Midfield looks slightly weak. Jefferson Lerma, Chris Richards and Will Hughes. No Czech Dokore. Pretty sure he might be involved in the AFCON. Ebereze Eze, Mateta and Jeffrey Schlupp start up front. No Michael Olise as well. So much so for my thumbnail. So it's a bit of a miss for he'll be a bit of a miss for Arsenal, and yeah, so let's see what happens now. The game should kick off in about 4 or 5 minutes. The Emirates looks ready. The pitch, it looks wonderful, and we should be ready very soon for the kickoff. And pressure must be on Mikel Arteta. He'd be looking to get back on that winning run. I'm pretty sure he would be under some sort of pressure, and let's see how his team responds. And the teams are in tunnel. Arsenal come into this. I'm pretty sure their last match would have been the FA Cup match in which they were knocked out by Liverpool. Not sure if they played any other match or not, but but let's see. As for Crystal Palace, they got knocked out of the FA Cup in the midweek game against Everton. 1-0 loss. Can't remember who scored for Everton. I genuinely can't. It was Andre Gomez who scored for Everton in that game. And both teams are now on the pitch, and the kickoff should happen pretty soon. and let me just check everything is in order. So as so Arsenal, they've reverted, or not reverted, but they are playing their favored 4-3-3 as always, and and they'd be looking to looking to put things right against this Crystal Palace. I mean, Crystal Palace haven't been in the best of form either, but it's a London derby. Anything can happen. In the reverse fixture last season, in the sorry, not last season, earlier in the season, it was a hard fought win for Arsenal, who beat Crystal Palace 1-0. I don't remember who scored. Perhaps it was a Martin Odegaard penalty, if I remember correctly. And and uh, Takehiro Tomiyasu got sent off for Arsenal as well. It was for uh, two, two yellow cards, and I'm uh, I'm pretty sure it will be another tough game for Arsenal. I think Arsenal go into this game as favorites. No Martinelli for Arsenal in this game. I'm not sure if he's on the bench or not. Let's just check. And 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 let's just check if he's on the bench or not. He is on the bench, as is Eddie Nketiah and Emil Smith Rowe. Aaron Ramsdale is back on the bench. He started against against Liverpool, as did Reece Nelson, and and uh, and Paul Tierney is our referee, and he not the favorite of every Liverpool fan. We all remember what Jurgen Klopp had to say about Paul Tierney, and the game should kick off momentarily. Let's just get ready for this. The clock. Let's get the clock right. Looks like a decent fair weather day in London should be good for football. Nice clear blue skies for now, and Crystal Palace will be kicking off in the dark kits, and here we go. The match has begun, and here Crystal Palace looking to attack, and cross comes in, and Arsenal have cleared and have won a free kick. So I mean, a decent. I mean, not sure what to make of this opening 20 or minutes or 20 odd seconds. I mean, and Martin Odegaard on the ball, such a tremendous player, and he'd be he'd be looking to you know get his team going, the team that he's the captain of, and ball played in, but it's out for a goal kick, and Crystal Palace can regather. Arsenal, according to Google, and their statistics are 76%. They have a 76% chance of winning this game, and draw is 16%. And I'm pretty sure you can calculate. Crystal Palace have a free kick, foul on Mark Gahey, and Crystal Palace, as you can perhaps calculate, are 8%. They have an 8% chance of winning this game. Crystal Palace usually give Arsenal a good game, as they with a free kick, and it's out for a goal kick header from Joaquin Anderson, the Danish centre half, former Fulham player, left Fulham after they were relegated at the end of, I'm pretty sure it was the 2020 season, and a good player, formerly of Lyon and Sampdoria of Arsenal. Brilliant play, and Arsenal did win the ball back, but Crystal Palace have it back now. So, funnily enough, I was today watching that goal by Giroud, that brilliant goal, some sort of a scorpion kick that Henrik Mkhitaryan did, Giroud did. So that goal came against Crystal Palace, and I mean, wonderful goal it was. Talking of competitive games and all, uh, I think that was a one-sided game, which Arsenal won 3-0, and yeah, so I've started like a house on fire, and chance from Odegaard, touch in the box, but he's closed down, and Crystal Palace clear for now. Anyways, and good pairing this Mark Gahey and Joaquin Anderson. Uh, I mean, underrated, but they they do. I mean, a good job. I think individually they are good players, uh, and individually they are good players, but somehow maybe are let down by a weak midfield. I'm sure a stronger midfield, and they'd both be uh, you know talked about in terms of moving to better teams. Trossard on the left hand side, playing instead of Gabriel Martinelli. Not sure what is wrong with him. Bad touch by Kai Havertz, I think it was, and and Kai Havertz, I think it was, and Palace can breathe a sigh of relief. Good switch out to Bukayo Saka up against Tyreek Mitchell, who does well. Good defending by Tyreek Mitchell and Ben White and Bukayo Saka. Ben White at right back, I'm not sure what to make of him. He isn't the most attacking. He could play in midfield. He could play as centre half. Not sure if he adds as much to Arsenal's attacking play like a like a Kyle Walker or Trent Alexander-Arnold. He does the job. His Havertz moving forward. Odegaard. Oh, but Jesus with a shot over the bar from Gabriel Jesus. He hasn't been scoring any, I mean, any meaningful number of goals for Arsenal, and I mean that's where Arsenal have been a little bit, and I'm pretty sure Arsenal would want Arsenal would want him to be back firing, and but credit to other teams, perhaps you know foul by Lerma, trying from Bournemouth on a free. Declan Rice, a veteran of many London derbies. Is that Zinchenko's come in midfield? Played over the top, but Henderson comes out of his box and clears. To Arsenal. Was it a throw? I think Arsenal would be wanting to keep a clean sheet as well. I'm not sure last time they kept a clean sheet, and oh, good ball. Trossard gets to it. Oh, tries to chip, but it ends in a corner. Well played by Martin Odegaard. It was a good through ball by the Arsenal captain, and yeah, Gabriel and Jesus both up. Gabriel has a good goal scoring record from corners, or overall a good. Here comes in the corner, and it's a goal. It's a goal, and it's Gabriel Magalhaes who scored. I was just talking about Gabriel, and he has put Arsenal 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. Good ball played in, and Arsenal lead in this London derby. I mean, I was talking about a clean sheet, and if Arsenal can keep a clean sheet, it it's it's job done. Terrible defending. Not sure who let Gabriel free. I think it was Chris Richards and Gabriel Magalhaes. Climbed all over him, and he scored and put Arsenal 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. So, talking of clean sheets, if Arsenal can keep a clean sheet from here, nothing like it, and job done. Why can't I see messages if there have been? So I mean, it all came from that through ball which Trossard got to earn the corner, and then uh, I'm not sure who took the corner. Might have been Trossard, and and it 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 and in the end it was goal to Arsenal. Let's see uh, how Arsenal get on from here. Um, I mean, if they were confident earlier, they should be even more confident now. Here come Arsenal again, out to Bukayo Saka. Ben White. Oh, played away by Eze. And Arsenal have another corner. Hopefully, Crystal Palace for their sake would defend it a bit better. This time it is Bukayo Saka to take the corner. I mean, it keeps showing on some messages, but why can't I read the messages? I can't read any message. Okay, it's not that, it's that. So, Arsenal with the another corner. Here it comes. Oh, man. That was close again. Dean Henderson collects again, and and not sure what happened there. But Crystal Palace are living very dangerously, and and 'This Crystal Palace team looks a bit weak to me. I mean, I know Czech Decore is not there, Olise is not there, Jordan Ayew is not there. Once again, Arsenal playing with fire, playing the ball in their own penalty box. Looks like they have played it through. Oh, nice little play. But Crystal Palace have the ball. Played through. Palace with a free kick. 15 minutes played, and so far so good from Arsenal. Joachim Anderson on the right hand side. Will Hughes played back. Crystal Palace piling on the pressure. Not piling, I mean, I'm not sure piling is the right word, but ever since the goal went in, Crystal Palace have been, in the ascendancy, and have been I mean, like most of the game has been played in Arsenal's half, and and Arsenal, I mean, without being in much danger, have been dealing with the threat of Crystal Palace quite easily, to be honest, or I mean, professionally, not fouling, not doing anything. I mean, not sure if Crystal Palace have enough about them In the D, they might have to go direct or try something, you know, cute or nuanced to disturb Arsenal from what or how they have been in this game. And bad throw from Arsenal, and it's out for a goal kick from Ben White. And and yeah, Crystal Palace can begin their attack again. So Dean Henderson, full of confidence. I mean, never too shy to talk about his own abilities. Let's put it that way. And camera seems to be focusing a bit too much on Paul Tierney. Not sure why that would be the case, but yeah. Good game this so far. About 17, 18 minutes gone, 19 minutes to be exact. And Arsenal, Arsenal, I mean, they don't look like a team that, that has lost 3 games in a row. I think it is 3 games in a row. They lost to West Ham, they lost to Fulham, they lost to Liverpool in the FA Cup. Here's the goal. Good run by Gabriel, and nothing Dean Henderson could do, or anyone too close from almost point blank range. Cross comes in. Should be Reyes. It is. Oh, good ball played in. Bukayo Saka. Oh, he tried to play in Gabriel Jesus, but Chris Richards had the run covered. Was it onside? Maybe not, but the play went on. And Gabriel would have been offside as well, perhaps, but a corner is given, and it is to be taken by. It is to be taken by Bukayo Saka. The first corner which led to the goal was taken by Declan Rice. Another corner comes in. Oh, again, Gabriel Magalhaes should have done better from that header. It goes wide, and Dean Henderson can restart. Let's look at some of the stats about 21 minutes in, and I'm pretty sure Arsenal Arsenal would be dominating most of the stats. So Arsenal have had two shots, one on target, of course, that being the goal. 61% of the possession to Arsenal, 39 to Palace, 139 passes to 90, 90% pass accuracy, 78 for Palace, and nothing. I mean, in terms of corner, Arsenal have had two corners to Palace's nil, and yeah, as expected. Declan Rice has been impressive, as has been Martin Odegaard, and and is it a penalty? No, Kai Havertz has gone down. Jefferson Lerma asking Kai Havertz to be booked, and oh, too easy, shameless from Kai Havertz. I think it is shameless. I mean, absolutely dreadful there from Kai Havertz. So quarter of the game gone. Arsenal 1-0 up against Crystal Palace in this London derby. Foul by Jean-Philippe Mateta. Oh, an elbow. Accidental, I think. And hurts nonetheless. Might have been a handball as well by Mateta. But definitely a foul. And Arsenal playing dangerously, a bit too dangerously. I mean, I am getting nervous watching Arsenal and how they are going about things, and ball given away. But Arsenal have won it back, and they start again another attack, but I think offside or something like that. Roy Hodgson. I have a feeling that this might be Roy Hodgson's last season as a Premier League manager. About 26 minutes in, don't remember any any attempt by Crystal Palace so far. It's been pretty much one-way traffic. Here come Arsenal. Oh, short attempt, but blocked. A rather ambitious attempt, but it was well blocked. But again, from Trossard it was, and haven't seen much of Eze either, or Jeffrey Schlupp or Mateta. You know, in the attacking on the attacking side of things. I'm pretty sure in the second half, Arsenal will, sorry, Crystal Palace will come into the game a bit more. They will dominate the midfield. Can't see, it being like it has been so far. Look at this, David Raya pinging the ball about, and having said that, some sort of curse, and Crystal Palace have the ball. Okay. Good ball played in, but Henderson is there sweeping. Another strange sort of a week in Premier League with just 5 matches taking place. Just 5 matches taking place. Uh, we have this game, of course. Later today we have Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. Tomorrow we have Sheffield United versus West Ham, and then oh, good ball played in, chance for Palace, but Arsenal doing well to repel danger, but Palace have a free kick. And yes, so tomorrow we have Bournemouth against Liverpool from the Vitality Stadium, and on Monday night we have Wolves, or is it Brighton hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is of course the repeat of the second weekend of action in Premier League as it was earlier. Uh, so so I mean, we are definitely into the second half of the Premier League season, and 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 yeah. So free kick to Arsenal, which Eberezer will take. Let's see what he can do. He's usually a technician, and here he goes. Oh, but blocked by the wall. But shot is deflected. Chance perhaps? No. And That what can he do? Nothing so far. Hasn't had the service. Without being that profound, ever since the goal went in, Arsenal have been on a bit of a, you know, back foot. Crystal Palace have done well and has could have been, risky, but but David Raya, well, attempts to clear. Oh, good shot, but a corner and a foul on Jefferson Lerma. I think it is David Raya. I mean, I can only call what I see, and he is absolutely woeful at playing out from the back. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. There was no Arsenal player even in the vicinity of the pass where it went. So as they with the corner, Arsenal are like you know creating their own problems, just trying to be too cute, too nuanced. Chance for Arsenal to break. But it's a foul by Lerma, and Arsenal have a free kick. Is it a yellow card? Foul on Jesus. It is by Lerma. Maybe not a yellow. I mean, looks like Martin Odegaard will take Gabriel once again up front. Here comes the free kick, but it's well cleared. And it's a throw to Arsenal. Ben White takes Martin Zinchenko again. On the right hand side, I mean, I'm sure it was from a free kick, but like in a completely different area to where he is slated to be. Oh, Arsenal playing beautiful one touch football in and around Palace half. Here comes Odegaard in the penalty box. Oh, black flick, but it's a corner to Arsenal. Tyrick Mitchell plays it behind. The corner to Arsenal. Once again, Gabriel McAllister against Chris Richards. Hopefully, he can do better. Here comes the corner. Another header, another goal. This time, I think it's been given a foul. No, the goal stands. It's Gabriel again. Bukayo Saka's corner, and Gabriel has made it 2-0 to Arsenal. Absolutely. Uh, I think, I mean, Crystal Palace are complaining, but I think the goal has been given. Uh, Not sure what has happened, but Arsenal are celebrating, and I think the goal has been given, and once again he's up against Chris Richards, and I mean nothing there. It's a goal. It's a clear goal. Maybe it's a foul. Maybe it's a foul by someone who's fouling the keeper, and I mean it could be. It should be looked at, but not sure it would be. But VAR is checking. I mean it does look a bit fishy, to be honest, and the game has begun. The goal is given. It's 2-0 to the Arsenal. Gabriel with both the goals. I think Dean Henderson made a meal of it. Two corners, two goals for Arsenal. Chris Richards against Gabriel Magalhaes has been a disaster for. Oh, there goes Bukayo Saka. It was Jesus, in fact. Tyrick Mitchell. To Arsenal, fouled by Tyrick Mitchell. Free kick, almost like a corner, and and Gabriel Magalhaes would be fancying a hat trick in the first half, and if it happens, it would be an absolutely remarkable. Oh, chance! Oh man, cleared. It's over the bar. Over the bar. Zinchenko. Short attempt. Straight at David Raya from Jeffrey Schlupp. Last 5 minutes. Of this first half, Arsenal fans would be pretty happy with how it has gone so far. Lama down. Roy Hodgson, I mean, looks a bit. I mean, I'm not sure how to describe it, but looks a bit. I mean, lost for words or talking to his assistant. Lama looks, I mean, injured, and I'm not sure if it's a head injury or anything, but physios, etc., look a bit concerned. Concerned. That will add to the added time at the end of the Graham Potter is in the stadium. As I was telling you, maybe this is the last season for Roy Hodgson at Premier League level, and Lama is back up. I mean, doesn't guarantee that he will continue or not, but I mean, I mean, uh, I mean, but the Colombian, I mean, it looks like he'll be back on soon, and and the game resumes. Again, there's a stoppage. Um, I thought it was a stoppage, but oh, good ball to the right hand side. Bukayo Saka. He's been relatively quiet, but we don't need everyone, at 100 miles per hour. And here goes Eze, but he's stopped in strike by Ben White. And Will Hughes intercepts. A short attempt straight at David Raya. The two corners, two goals, and as we move into the added time at the end of the first half, uh, Arsenal have been too comfortable in this half, and I mean Crystal Palace. I mean, I know they are missing a few players, but they have been dreadful. I mean, a couple of pot shots at David Raya's goal, but nothing, absolutely nothing to speak of. I mean, in terms of build-up play or anything, it's been all Arsenal, and I mean, without doing too much, they've been. they're 2-0 up. I mean, like, rookie mistakes. Another corner. Oh, another. I mean, like, brilliant play from wing play from Bukayo Saka and again cross comes in and it's headed away and good ball. Good ball. Oh, what a play that is. Leandro Trossard looking for a corner, but it's been given as a goal kick. But it was superb play, absolutely. Leandro Trossard, a left-footed attempt over the top of the box. Let's see if it should have been a corner. Not sure, but Trossard seems adamant that it should have been a corner, and Arsenal fans are happy, and the game begins with a goal kick. But before that, it was Bukayo Saka's wing play, which was remarkable again. And is it a free kick? No. It goes on. Not sure what Palace are doing. I mean, I know they don't want to be 3-0 down at half time, but like just faffing the ball around, going back to Dean Henderson, who's had very little to do, but but has had to pick the ball up out of his net twice from those two Gabriel Magalhaes's headers from the corners from Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka, and looks like I mean the way Crystal Palace have played looks like that's the game. I mean, it's half time and it's 2-0 to Arsenal, and it's been too easy, absolutely too easy for Arsenal. I mean, they haven't had to do anything literally, and they are, they are, they are. I mean, they are absolutely cruising, and 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 I mean Crystal Palace needs to pull up their socks for this second half, because if they don't, I mean I can only see Arsenal getting stronger and stronger as the second half goes on. And I mean Arsenal, apart from those two goals, I mean they have had a shot or two here and there, but if Arsenal want, they could get a fair few number of goals here, and I mean Crystal Palace I think have had one win in nine before this. I mean they went out of the FA Cup, and they'd be I mean, they need to do something. I mean, something would be. Let's talk about some stats from this first half, which Arsenal have absolutely dominated. Two goals, one both from Gabriel Magalhaes, central half, both two corners. Arsenal have had 8 shots. Palace have had 6 shots. Not that I remember any. I mean, they had. I remember two pot shots that they had from. I mean, from nearly half of. How was it? Like, must have been 40 yards out, and and Arsenal have had 2 shots on target. Palace 3. Really? I mean, I mean, all three of them were like David Raya should, or any competent goalkeeper should save in his or her sleep. Uh, Possession 64% to Arsenal. It feels like more, they've had more 85% pass accuracy, 277 passes from Arsenal compared to 163 to Palace. Most of them in midfield, backwards, square passes. I mean, nothing to make Arsenal think as to what they can or cannot do. Uh, Four corners to Arsenal, one to Palace. I don't even remember Palace's corner, and and I mean, if someone had come from a place, let's say Mars, they wouldn't even know that it's a derby or anything of that sort, because it's all been one way traffic for Arsenal, and they have been that comfortable, and and that's how it has been in this first half. Uh, Chris Richards has had a nightmare. Uh, I think he's usually a centre half, so you would think that he should be a bit better at marking players, but he's been exposed badly. He's been exposed badly in uh, in this two couple of instances where uh, where Gabriel has stolen a big march on him, and let's I mean, it feels like it. Let's say it is. I mean, I think has put paid to this London derby. I mean, Crystal Palace have been absolutely diabolical. I mean, nothing. Not sure what their game plan is, because they haven't been entirely defensive either. They have been. They've been. They have been. It looks like Palace have been playing five at the back, and some of the tactical decisions from Palace players, or whether that was communicated to them by their coaching staff, have been. I mean, you'd be scratching your head as to what has been going on here. So, talking of this game, yeah. So Chris Richards has been exposed both times. Gabriel Magalhaes has gotten the better of him, and pounded in the headers, uh, and he's just a youngster, and I mean, don't want to write anyone off or anything like that, but he needs to. I mean, he needs to learn from this from this experience, and be more uh, tuned in with what has been going on in and around him, and I mean, I think this game might be done, but but I mean, there will be more games this season, and Czech Decore should be back. Is it like a Dean Henderson own goal? Maybe it was going wide, and maybe second goal wouldn't be given to what's his name, Gabriel, and might go down as a Dean Henderson own goal. I think I mean, probably would should go down as an own goal, Dean Henderson own goal, but you never know how these things are construed, or how it will be seen by the the people who make decisions. So not sure, but let's see how it goes. And a couple of things from Arsenal's point of view, I'd like to talk about are David Raya and the way he's been playing, playing the ball out of the back. So that I think is a bit of a concern for Arsenal going forward. Yes, um, I mean, chances are that this game might be done, and this game might be done, but Champions League, Porto for Arsenal, and then FA Cup they are out, and uh, and going forward, if David Raya is to be the number one goalkeeper, which it does look like, so does look like that he's I mean, he does look like it's a mistake ready to happen. Arsenal have tough fixtures. They have, I think, Liverpool at home, Manchester United, Man City. Of course, I mean, there's a whole second half of the season left, and Arsenal would need to, you know, defensively they haven't been very best. And if David Raya, and it's not the first time that he's been making mistakes like this, passing out from the back when he's tried to go long. Of course, he's still. Don't forget, he's still on loan from Brentford. Arsenal, I'm pretty sure, have an obligation to buy if certain metrics are uh, are met, and and if those are met, then of course there's an obligation. But what I would say is, I mean, they can of course play Ramsdale or their whoever they have, and they could easily send him back to Brentford for whatever reason, and could go for another goalkeeper if need be, and if need be, and and yeah, so David Raya needs to improve on his performances, because there's I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement, and there's a lot of room for improvement, and of course, if David Raya he wants to play in Champions League or competitions where higher caliber is required, he needs to pull up his socks, because because I mean, what he's been putting showing putting out as has is clearly not, I don't think is good enough, and he needs to he needs to he needs to improve. Of course, he needs to improve, because that's simply not good enough for an for Arsenal keeper. I was like watching David Seaman, David Seaman, who's an Arsenal legend, and like comparing, of course, that's a different era where keepers weren't expected to pass the ball out of back from the back, and 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 of course, not comparing the two, nor should I, that uh, given that it's like comparing apples and oranges. So so I mean, there's there's room for improvement, and of course, why shouldn't anyone be looking to improve themselves? And yeah, so let's see if David Raya can continue to do better as this half wears on. I mean, Palace. I mean, against a better side, they might struggle. They might struggle, and and uh, and and yeah. So that's what David Raya should try and achieve, try to achieve, and yeah. I mean, it's up to him. The second half is about to kick off. Arsenal, of course, will be will be looking to. I mean, and of course, uh, uh, Gabriel would be looking for a hat trick. I remember a game uh, where Sol Campbell scored twice against Everton. It ended 2-0. I think one of them was from a corner. Both of them might have been from a corner, but Mikel Arteta would be pretty content, I think. And the kickoff is about to happen for this second half. And I mean, Palace have to do better. Somehow they have to. And here goes Odegaard, Bukayo Saka in the penalty box. Cross. Oh yeah, out for a corner, which Bukayo Saka will take now. And to be honest, Palace can't be doing any worse than what they displayed. And talking of corners, here comes Gabriel up against Chris Richards. I think again. Uh, could it be? Could it be a hat trick for? Could it be a hat trick for Gabriel? Here comes the corner. Oh, cleared away. But Arsenal recycle the possession, and look to attack again. Here's Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice, Zinchenko. Oh, Bukayo Saka. What can he do in the box? In and shot saved by Declan Rice with the shot, and it's saved pretty comfortably by Dean Henderson. And I'd be surprised if Arsenal haven't. Oh, sorry, not Arsenal. If Palace haven't made any changes. It doesn't look like any, because they might have shown those changes in the I mean, like in the build up to the kickoff for the second half. Well played by Arsenal. And here goes Bukayo Saka against Tyreek Mitchell. Played in, but Palace have bodies back. And here's Jesus. Oh, short attempt. I think it was. Who's been not seen that much and that's Kai Havertz. I mean, I mean, apart from those two goals, it's not been a game, that's been where you can talk about a bit too much or anything, but but I mean, Kai Havertz. I mean, I can't even say that he's been conspicuous by his absence because I mean, I haven't even noticed. Having said that, he might pop up now and score a worldie, but but uh, it's I mean I haven't noticed him at all. He went down once looking for a penalty when I mean he had barely been touched. So I mean, Arsenal would be looking to get back, and will be looking to score more. Palace absolutely woeful, and Gabriel with two goals might shot, but saved by Raya from Eze. Yep, might go down. One of those goals may go down as Dean Henderson own goal. It might have been going wide. From him, and corner to Crystal Palace as they will take Chris Richards. Can he exact some revenge? And it's Raya who comfortably claims the ball, the corner, as they would be disappointed. Oh, well played, David Raya. Kai Havertz, oh, chance for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus in the box. Oh man, not sure what happened there, but Bukayo Saka looking for a penalty. He says he was fouled. I mean, he may well have been fouled because he looked clean through. Was he onside? And Will Hughes, uh, I mean, could be given. But game has begun. I'm not sure if it be if it will be given. I can't even get my words out of my mouth, and I'm not sure if would be given. But Mateta, well played by Mateta, and here comes a good far post, and it goes out for a goal kick to Arsenal. But there was a chance for Nathaniel Klein to, you know, perhaps make a decent attempt at crossing a ball, but it wasn't to be, and it goes out for a it goes out for a goes out for a goal kick, and Raya with a pinger into the second half, and I mean the other half of the pitch, and Mateta has done well holding on to the ball, but Zinchenko at the back post had to be careful, and he was. The ball is away. Bukayo Saka, foul, bad foul by Joaquin Anderson, and game has suddenly gone into that next gear. It looks like everything is happening a bit quicker. Maybe Palace sense a chance, and think they can maybe get a crumb or a glimmer, because right now they're trailing 2-0, and Eze tries a through ball, but it's a goal kick. Bukayo Saka using his experience as a left back to shepherd it out of play, and George Graham is in the stands and having a sip of coffee. He of course managed both Arsenal and Tottenham, and yeah, so yeah, could have been a bit ugly over there, and but Nothing came of it, and Arsenal have the possession. Bit like first half. This one, nothing. You know, nothing to be. I mean, chance-wise, nothing there to be excited about. I mean, in even in the first half, there were only two goals which came from corners and dreadful defending. You would expect, a side managed by someone like Hodgson would defend set pieces better, but it uh, it uh, it wasn't to be, and yeah, I mean, uh, it was nothing but it's only a youngster, Chris Richards, and he'd be he'd be he'd be I mean he'd be uh, sometimes people get carried away like XYZ didn't defend well, didn't do this well, didn't do that well. You know, I play with friends, and no one is more gutted at a mistake than the player who's made it. Does that make a player shit player or a bad player? Maybe, but sometimes you just have to, you just have to, you know, move on and say yes. It was perhaps, not the best day, not a good day. Offside against Gabriel Jesus. He waxes he waxes finger, and but usually is correct. Talking of offsides, it's interesting that in the last few weeks, Man City players have been injured because play has been allowed to continue when it was clearly and clearly uh, clearly offside, and play continued, and the player got injured in the process, and I mean it's unfortunate. No one wants players to players to get injured or anything like that, but it's part of the game, and I mean we saw last week Ederson getting injured, and this a few weeks earlier, I think, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that John Stones got injured. Chance for Arsenal, and it's out for corner. I think again a corner. Chris Richards would be having heart palpitations. I'm sorry, I don't think I should be using that word. It's a kind of a tabooed thing, but yeah, again he has to mark Gabriel, and I'm assuming is Chris and Martin Odegaard to take the corner. Oh, chance deflected. Oh no, penalty perhaps. I mean, I'm not sure what happened here, but I thought Crystal Palace had the ball, and then not sure how. And Crystal Palace in the box. Now Crystal Palace have a corner. There was a shout for a penalty. I mean, let's see what happened there, and 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 I mean, it's pretty easy how Gabriel Jesus went down there. I mean, and Eze has now on the corner for Crystal Palace. Here it comes. Not yet, but again cleared away. Will Hughes on the edge of the box. Crosses should be Raya's. It is well claimed by David Raya. Uh, Again a counter. Gabriel Jesus looking to play in Trossard. And it's 3-0. And it's Leandro Trossard who makes it 3-0. Gabriel Jesus with the assist, and it's 3-0 to Crystal Palace. Oh, sorry, to Arsenal. Well, it would have been nice for Palace to have it their ways, 3-0, but it isn't, and it's 3-0 to Arsenal. Pretty smooth, really, from Crystal Palace's corner, and and pretty easy, really. Dreadful from Crystal Palace, and Arsenal have now a lead that you would describe as unassailable, and I think Arsenal are home and hosts now. Hosts now. Hosts. Yeah. So, I mean, Leandro Trossard has scored. Roy Hodgson, throws his head back in disgust. A disgust. Wait a second. Wait a second. It could be offside. It's been checked. Looks onside to me. Should count. It's. I think it's going to count. It is. It is. Worry not, Arsenal fans. The goal is going to count. It was. They should check. They always do, and it was checked, and it's 3-0 to Arsenal, and fairly comfortable now for Arsenal. And again, Crystal Palace losing the ball. I mean, Arsenal players all have kind of shone, and but one player who I mean, like, who has been slightly disappointing is, I don't want to pick on him, but one player who has been slightly disappointing is Kai Havertz. Not sure he's been again a chance. Arsenal in the box. Oh, well blocked. Well blocked. Arsenal could have been in fourth, but it's offside, and I don't think it was offside, but it's been given. Uh, but it's been given, and I don't think it was offside. So I mean, absolutely dreadful from Arsenal here. Oh, Palace, I mean. I'm not sure. Matata. Matata with a downs. With a shot. Free kick. Foul by Havertz. I think, Gabriel Jesus. I think I'm biased towards Kai Havertz because it's Gabriel Jesus and I'm calling him Kai Havertz. In terms of looks, not even close. And and yeah, so well saved by David Raya from as his free kick, and it's a corner. Not sure. It's so about 65 minutes gone, and it looks like game over for from Crystal Palace's point of view. I mean, from my point of view, I mean, I genuinely thought that the game was up for Palace at the end of the 37th minute when when that second goal went in, and but it's definitely done now, and it's definitely done now, and definitely done now. But Palace showing some sign of fight back. Corner to Palace. Again, is it to take the corner? Here it comes, and it's cleared pretty easily. Chance now cleared by Arsenal. Stats might be, worth looking at, and stats might be worth looking at. Let's just go through them as to what's happening. 15 shots for Arsenal, 9 to Palace, 61% possession for Arsenal, 380 passes to 245 for Palace. Most of Palace's passes, I'm pretty sure, would be in their own half. Passes between goalkeeper, defenders, midfielders, and 85% pass accuracy for Arsenal compared to what Palace have been doing, which is 78%. But then again, if you pass it among yourselves, it's not going to I mean, hurt anybody, and it hasn't hurt Arsenal. Yeah, today substitution for Palace. Will Hughes is coming off, and it's not sure who came on. It looks like I'm not sure. I've seen that player before, but I'm sure going to check. So let's look at. Arsenal are going to make a couple of changes. On come Martinelli and Emil Smith Rowe, and so David Ozo has come on. Number 52 for Palace. Good play by Arsenal. They played it out of back, and I think that second goal has gone down as Dean Henderson own goal. It has indeed, and well, it. I mean, I did tell you that it was perhaps an own goal. And here are the substitutions. Leandro Trossard, who comes off, scorer of the third goal for Martinelli. Let's see who comes off. Pretty sure it would be Kai Havertz for Emil Smith Rowe. Anything else or anyone else, it is Kai Havertz. I was going to say that anyone else would have been the wrong answer. Because Kai Havertz has been, Mr. Anonymous today, and I mean, if I were to tell you that I will tell you this. I don't like Kai Havertz, and if Arsenal were playing with 10 men, no one would have, I mean, instead of playing with Kai Havertz and playing with 11 men, I'm not sure Kai Havertz has done anything in this game, to be honest. In the first 70 odd or about 70th minute, that could have been close. So I mean, I don't think Kai Havertz did anything. Chance for Emil Smith Rowe to shine these games up. Maybe chance to experiment or do something, creative, try something new for up and coming games. This, I mean, we all remember that game, Crystal Palace. It was at Selhurst Park when Crystal Palace were 3-0 down and came back to beat not beat, draw with Liverpool, and actually must have felt like a defeat for Liverpool that day. I mean, even with a win, given what happened, I'm sure Man City would have won the title in 2014, but that just meant that Man City, even if a draw against West Ham or Aston Villa, could have won the title, and they did beat both of them, and so I mean, but Crystal Palace haven't looked like scoring one in this game, let alone 2 or 3 or however many. They're not a side that score that many. Funnily enough, the only time I've seen them score a bunch was against Newcastle, my team. They scored 5-1. The eventual scoreline was 5-1. Pape Cisse had given Newcastle the lead. Jorginho is about to come on. I'm sure it would be for it would be for it would be for it is for Declan Rice, and yeah, so so chance for Declan Rice to get some rest, and you know, chance for Declan Rice to get some rest ahead of what might be a busy period, and free kick to Arsenal. Have just killed Palace. Another change in the offing for Crystal Palace. A nice play. Arsenal in the box. Oh man, so close for that move to come off. Not Arsenal scoring, and it's been for a Premier League match, a London derby. This has been far too easy for Arsenal, and and here go Arsenal again. Chance. Oh man, cleared again. Bukayo Saka, he goes for it. Oh man, that's too far, too high, and not too handsome. Gabriel Jesus has had a few good touches. Emil Smith Rowe, you know, trying to show Mikel Arteta what he can do in last few minutes. And here comes Matthias Franca, I think the Brazilian, who I'm not sure when Palace signed, uh, whether it was in the summer or not. There's been another change, another youngster perhaps. Not sure who that player is, but we'll let's check it out. And so David Ozo has come on. Arsenal have made the three changes, and not sure who's come come on for Palace. Mikel Arteta must be delighted. I mean, 2018 was the last time they lost 4 games in a row. It's an Arsenal team who some say are going for the title. They did the last season. Not sure about this one. And so Ahmada and Matthias Franca are the two players who have come on. For Will Hughes has gone off. Earlier Schlupp has now gone off, as well as Nathaniel Klein. So what? Don't forget. Okay, Gabriel Magalhaes is not on a hat trick anymore, and here comes the free kick. A short attempt, but it's over the bar from Jorginho, and Crystal Palace have a free kick. Have a free kick, which not a free kick, but a goal kick. But the game's been up for, let's say, about half an hour of playing time, and I mean, Crystal Palace haven't even turned up properly, I don't think, and and not sure what happened there. Was busy looking at my phone. Not a goal, I think. I could no. Corner to Palace, well defended by Bukayo Saka. Here comes the corner, cleared away by Gesu, Gabriel, and Arsenal on the counter. There goes Martinelli. He's fast. What can he do in the box? Oh, but well defended. I'm not sure who it was, but Arsenal have won the ball back, and Odegaard shoots. Well played by Martinelli there, and he did. He's a rapid Brazilian. This Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard could have shot. He did shoot, but it was blocked, and guess who's down? Gabriel Magalhaes, he's down, and I mean, if he has to come off, it would be really bad news for Arsenal. I mean, not that they don't have cover; they do have cover, but but Gabriel Magalhaes is a bit different to Ben White could play there, Jakub Kiwior could play there, and of course they could partner Saliba, and it looks like Jakub Kiwior is going to come on, and along with Eddie Nketiah, and Gabriel Jesus is coming off, and last 10 minutes of the game, Arsenal have now made all five of their allowed substitutions. I think Gabriel is going to go off. And let's see what happens. And from now on, what the centre back pairing is, pretty sure it would be Saliba and Kiwior. Might be precautionary, the might be something else. So two Brazilians off, a Polish player and a English player are have come on. Where do Crystal Palace go from here? I'm not sure about their fixtures, but they should be fairly safe from relegations. Having said that, they are on 21 points. Michael Olise, Czech Doucouré, Jordan Ayew, James Tompkins looks like he's getting ready. Jairo Riedewald, some of the players I think who might be back for Palace. Orson Edward, not sure what is wrong with him, and I mean I don't particularly think Palace are in any sort of a relegation danger, but it's one win in 10, and it was this time last season that Patrick Vieira got sacked. So I mean, stranger things have happened, and not sure if there are injuries, international players who have gone. Uh, so I mean, I don't follow Crystal Palace that closely. Not, I mean, they were in the week linked with I mean, uh, Roy Hodgson was talking about Calvin Phillips. So not sure if they'll go for him or not. I mean, Crystal Palace, for a team that has been absolutely dreadful, are trying to play their way out of trouble against an Arsenal team who's looking to press. It's like seeing a well played good ball, but Mateta can't hold it, and Arsenal have comfortable possession in and around their own box, and as we've seen in the previous 80 or so minutes, that they are more than happy to have that kind of possession, and here they go. Chance for Arsenal. Jorginho plays it to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. Arsenal have played some good football, but Crystal Palace have allowed them to play that kind of football, and I mean it's it's pretty dismal from Palace. Again, Arsenal down the left. Mateta again failing to. I mean, to be honest, it's tough. It's tough for a striker in this situation, and Martinelli has the ball. Um, about 5 minutes to go. The game has been over for a long while, and game has been over for a while now, and we just I think going through the motions. Martin Odegaard. It's all Arsenal. It's all. I mean, it's all Arsenal. Zinchenko. All by Mateta. I mean, so poor have this Palace side been that they haven't even thrown a punch. I mean, I don't think there's been a yellow card in this game to any player. I mean, how can be? I mean, like fine, no yellow card, but you're losing. Do something. At least try and do something. Mark Gay comes off. Not sure if it's an injury or just rest been given to him. Uh, can't be blamed for anything that has happened. And James Tompkins, as I told you earlier, has come on. Again, Arsenal with Emil Smith Rowe down the left, and 3 minutes of normal time, and I mean, Paul Tierney hasn't had much to do as a referee. It's been pretty much one-way traffic with Arsenal dominating the ball, chances, possession, you know, everything really. And Crystal Palace have just come up and made the numbers. The only positive for Crystal Palace fans who have travelled to the ground is that they don't have that far back to go back home from North London to what is it, Southwest London, that kind of stuff. So again, Zinchenko, there goes Martinelli, headed away. Oh, Henderson saves. Might have been a back pass, but Zinchenko would be pretty happy. I mean, the back four would be wanting to. It was a shot actually from Zinchenko, and and I mean Arsenal would be happy with 3 points, and they also want a clean sheet as well. I think because I mean that will give defense something to uh, something to shout about, because uh, Arsenal defensively have been, I won't say poor, but they've been struggling in recent matches with the losses and all. 2-0 loss to West Ham, 2-1 to Fulham, 2-0 to Liverpool in the FA Cup. Not sure what happened previous to that, or who they played. There was a 1-1 draw with the, I think it was Crystal Palace fans not happy with the with the way the team has been performing. Steve Parish, Mark Bright, uh, in the in the in the in the stands in the direct box, as with the corner. Here it comes, and the chance is over from Chris Richards, who I'm pretty sure would have wanted to score. I mean, like Gabriel wasn't on the pitch. I mean, Palace fans not happy. This can't be good for the players' confidence or morale or anything else. And and yeah, so I think 90 minutes are up. Not sure how much time has been added on. Can't be that much. I mean, like there have been substitutions, 3 or 4 windows. Gabriel Magalhaes was down. Gabriel Magalhaes was down, and so I'm zooming around 4 or 5 minutes. I'll check if any information is available on Google or not. So no, nothing as yet. So Roy Hodgson, I mean, seems pretty helpless, but yeah, I mean, like, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but Crystal Palace's structure is a bit at board level is a bit weird. No one knows that firm in Denver who their directors are or anything like that. So, so I mean, it's 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 a bit of a strange one for a non-Palace fan like me. Gabriel Magalhaes sitting on the bench. looking smug with the go Arsenal again. Chance. Well defended by Palace. Lots of injuries, lots of discontent of the pitch, and Arsenal have the possession. Not sure if there will be any more goals in this game or not. But pretty sure there won't be, and and yeah, here goes Nketiah trying to free up Martinelli. He might have done shot, and it's a fourth goal. Martinelli scores, set up by Nketiah, and Palace have been well and truly humbled here, and it's a disaster for Palace and Arsenal, and it's a disaster for it's a disaster for Crystal Palace, to be honest. Absolutely woeful. Just as they were, showing their discontent with how the club has been run, how the things have happened. This thing happened. 4-0. Dean Henderson beaten again. Nothing he could have done about the 4 goals, I don't think. And it is pretty dismal from Palace. It's been a shocking performance from uh, from Crystal Palace. Ebreze Eze, he looks a bit shell shocked, and it is what it is. So, uh, is it five? Is it five? It is five. Well, what do you know? It's it's 5 to Arsenal. It's Martinelli again. Roy Hodgson. I mean, like, what is happening? I'm not sure what is happening with the Roy Hodgson, but I mean, but I mean, like, I mean, I'm. Wait, what is this? No, it's just a replay, I think, and it's 5-0 to the Arsenal. Roy Hodgson, you know, that's the end of the game. Arsenal have won. To be like the game was over a long time ago, and 5-0. It's ended. I mean, 2 goals coming in the second half stoppage time. It's been an absolute horror show, shit show uh, from um, from Crystal Palace. I mean, not sure what they were thinking or doing. It's a disaster, an absolute unmitigated disaster. Martinelli coming on as a substitute, scoring twice, and I mean, Dean Henderson must be thinking, wasted potential on and off the pitch, weak decisions, no shared vision, no structured plan, perish out, yanks out. That's the message from Crystal Palace fans. Roy Hodgson is his job on the line, and as he looks at those banners unfold by the Crystal Palace supporters, and I can't blame them. I can't blame them with being disappointed. This has been an absolute shit show uh, from uh, from uh, from Crystal Palace. It's a disaster, and and uh, and yeah. What can you say? A few fans, Aberrate Eze looks a bit emotional and a bit shell shocked, as I said earlier, and he went over to the fans. He was applauded. He was Crystal Palace's best best player. Darren Bent, Mark Ian Wright, both in the studios. I mean, I'm pretty sure discussing Palace's woes and and how they have gone about gone about this season, and I mean it's it's disastrous actually for Crystal Palace's sake. Let's look at where that leaves them in the table. Uh, I mean, they are currently there's the table. So so Crystal Palace are currently 14th on 21 points. Uh, Five clear of the team in the 18th position, Luton Town, who are on 16 points, who have a game in hand, have been on a bit of an upward trajectory as well. Everton are on 17 points, although they might be deducted points. I mean, Palace's saving grace could be Everton's and Nottingham Forest's punishment that might be coming their way. And I mean, they might not go down this season, but it certainly doesn't look all that promising. And yeah, I mean, you never thought of Everton as a team who could who could go down. Or not Everton, Crystal Palace as a team who could go down, but it's been a disaster actually, and yeah, let's see what happens in the weeks and who knows, maybe months ahead. From Arsenal's point of view, they had lost three games in a row. Now they have won this game, but I think it was more down to Crystal Palace's weaknesses than uh, anything Arsenal doing particularly well, and and it's it's I mean I don't think obviously you can take positives from this from this game. You know, Gabriel scoring, Martinelli scoring, Leandro Trossard scoring, and and but I'm I don't know. It gives us true reflection of where Arsenal are, because Arsenal are, because I mean Palace were that bad, that terrible that we I don't think we can take any conclusions out of it. But once again, you can only beat what is in front of you, and Arsenal surely did that. Gabriel coming off injured, maybe it's a precaution, maybe I don't know if it is anything serious or not, but it is. I mean, what it is, and yeah. So I mean, positives for Arsenal. Next week, I don't think they have a game. Um, the next game, I think. Who did they play on the opening day of the season? Arsenal. Who did they play? I can't remember. The well, any isn't any team with great shakes. I don't think, and that's the next match about 10 days away, and and was it Brentford? No, Brentford played Tottenham on the opening day, and who did Arsenal play on the opening day? Not Sheffield United, not West Ham, not Luton, not Everton. I don't think it was Everton, not Wolves. Whoever they played, I'm pretty sure they'll play their next match and would be positive, you know, going into that game. Anyways, really enjoyed this game from an Arsenal point of view, and not sure Palace fans would have enjoyed this, but it is what it is. So, guys, I'll see you in my next video, which I think would be the Bournemouth Liverpool watch along. So do join me for that, and do subscribe to the channel. Do like, share, and subscribe, as I said. So thanks for tuning in, and